What's good, everybody? What's good? It's this Crew 704, and yet again, another episode of Vinyl and Vibes. I'm so excited today. You won't believe who I got my hands on today. He needs no introduction at all. Let me tell you, he just needs no introduction at all. This guy here, he supported me and of my dreams and stuff like that, and now we're doing the same of supporting him as well on his vision. And his vision, I just seen that he's supporting a lot of DJs now, and they're just pushing and pushing them to a point where people are on demand for this. So what I have here and who I have here is one and only DJ Mike Scott.
What up, world?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, Cruz, man. Thank you, first of all, man. They got to thank you, dude. It's unbelievable.
No, man. I mean, I should be thanking you, man. I mean, just to see the work that you do and the community that you're building, it's phenomenal, you know. So, my question to you is that what pushes you to get to this point?
And I don't want to sound arrogant, but I say me, myself, and I.
Gotcha.
Because I'm a DJ 1st, you know. So it's all about the DJs when I come to doing this, and just to see and help other DJs get to the next level.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, well, you know, there's a lot of questions that people may ask, but you know, since this is my show and I ask all the questions, which I kind of enjoy. What started you to do this?
Oh gosh, when I was little, and this is a funny story. My mother gave me some tickets to a concert. Don't know how she got them, how she came to get them, but it was a Houdini concert with Menudo.
Oh, wow.
Right, that combination, Houdini and Menudo. So I went to the concert, and off rip, I saw Grandmaster D doing this thing, and I was just stunned. When they picked him up on their shoulder, and he was scratching on the 1200 as he was walking away, and the UTFO guys was carrying the turntable, and Grandmaster D was scratching, and I told my mother when I came home, I said, I want to be a DJ.
Really?
Yes.
So what did she think of that?
She thought it was hogwash. Is what she used to say. The southern word was hogwash. And she's like, hip hop would never, the boom bap,
Stuff, yeah,
would never achieve in making you anything. So you need to go to school and think of something else. And lo and behold, my 13th birthday, she took me up to Kimbrell's and brought me a stand-up stereo top of Emerson.
Okay.
And with the dual cassette and the turntable on the top. And to her, that was what she thought DJs was working with. So, and I praise my mom to this day, dude. That right there, it took me over the next level because I learned how to slowly push the buttons in where you can make the cassette player play with the radio. So that was my dual mixer back then.
Really?
Yeah. So we had these little single cassette players, and I was able to set it up. So that was our channel 1 and channel 2. And
right.
That. So yeah, that was it, man.
Wow. So you work with the vinyl, I guess, right?
Absolutely, man. My vinyl collection is big.
Really? It's really extensive?
Really
extensive. Man, we got to take a look at that, man.
Yes,
I mean, how was the transition from going from vinyl because I'm believing that, you know, you had to carry crates, you had to carry amplifier, had to carry fan, 2 turntables. It just seemed like it was a project just to put stuff together, just to perform, to now you guys are working with Serato now. You guys got the Ring, you know, the Ring, what's it, Ring 2, Ring 4?
Ring 4, you have the Ring 1 all the way up to the 4. So it's the game has simplified so much that anybody can be a DJ if they take the time to learn.
Right.
I mean, but you can be a cookie cutter DJ in a matter of seconds.
How would you explain what's a cookie cutter? I mean, that's something new to me.
A cookie cutter is the one who really don't take the craft and appreciate the craft.
Okay.
You know, I came from, like you said, the records to carrying the amps to where we didn't have these buttons. We had to actually understand what the cue points was.
Right.
And we would cheat by making a mark on the record.
Right.
Showing us that the cue, the hand claps, or the beat was these 3 points. You saw that in the day as well.
Yeah.
And now that Serato's come up and it's just getting a hard drive and a good, nice laptop, go to Best Buy nowadays. You can find little equipment at Best Buy and Walmart.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's it's just insane to see the transition out and how we went from vinyl. Because I mean, recently, I bought a record. I mean, I got a record player, and I started buying records.
Yes.
And I started playing the records, and it reminded me as a kid how essential was a penny. how essential is a penny because it held down the needle
Exactly.
to a
Exactly.
point where we don't have to worry about that. You
Right.
know. So I mean, during your transition from going from vinyl records, you know, into the digital world, as they say, you know, is it easier now to set up and stuff?
Yes and no. Again, it's the person. Depends upon the person. If they just want to have the hottest list with all the latest song, probably play as they ride in the car to the beach, or they always play the best music at the house parties. They
Yeah.
can be a DJ. You know, me when I train or talk to anyone to become a DJ, I tell them don't even pay attention to this. Don't even look at the screen. I want you to understand the basic fundamentals of
Right.
playing music and being a DJ.
Yeah.
So I'm a different type of breed, I guess, when it comes to people who actually want to learn how to DJ or to become a DJ.
Right.
It's a difference. It's a difference.
Yeah, I mean, because I see the push. There's a lot of push when it comes to a lot of the digital, or I should say, the cookie cutters and stuff like that. Do you think there's people that are more passionate about it, or just take it as a hobby of just I can do it and call themselves a DJ?
I asked that question before. Is it a hobby or is it a game, or do people consider it as a job? The one who said they consider it as a job was the veteran DJs. The
Okay.
one who's been doing it for a while.
Yeah,
The other guys who see it as a craft, not even a craft, I want to call it a skill, were the guys that wanted to get to that point. The new cookie cutter DJs, they just saw it as a craft to be the popular person at the club, have all the ladies talk to them at the club, not taking it serious, got the best playlist and this and that and the
Yeah.
third. So you got categories in this crew. So I'm telling you, it's a lot of categories. There's levels to it.
so they're different. I can say like they're different. You know how like we have like in karate. You know, you have
Yeah,
your grasshoppers.
absolutely.
You have your black
Great-
belts, your yellow
great
belts,
analogy,
and
great
and stuff
analogy.
like that. I mean, that's kind of how I'm seeing it. How you're kind of picturing it and putting
is.
it out there.
Great
where there's
analogy.
different levels. It's all about how much you put into it, rather than all right, I'll do it once or twice, and then okay, I'll call myself a DJ, not knowing that there's so much technicality to this.
It is.
I mean, there's people that are scratchers. There are people that are beat makers. I mean, there's a lot to it. I mean, where do you categorize yourself in that?
I'm more of a transition type of DJ. I try to be clean as far as my mixing and a transitional stage. I don't think I'm a scratcher. I'm more of a cutter. It's a difference. And my mentor, or the DJ that I looked up to, wasn't a Jazzy Jeff. It wasn't the more popular Jam Master Jay DJ.
Right.
I look more to a producer DJ, Marley Marl. Because if you listen to the way he did the Big Daddy Kane's and the Eric B,
Yeah.
it was really lazy sounding, but it was on beat.
Yeah, it was.
still on beat. It was more sloppy.
Yeah.
but it still was clean on beat. So that's where I picked up my style more than the scratch bastards and the Jazzy Jeff, where they can get in there and just scratch away. It's amazing. I'm still blown away to this day.
Really? Yeah. I mean, I still see I still see the old school DJs, conform into the digital and still use that style that they had.
Right.
Versus those who are just getting it and trying to create something that it's like almost reinventing the wheel.
It really is. Thanks to Serato, they have made the game so simple for DJs. I think Short brought a point up about the hard drives compared to the crates of records that you can buy a 5 terabyte hard drive and have over 200,000 songs.
Yeah.
Think about carrying those crates.
Yeah.
So these DJs, but from cookie cutters to the experienced DJs, their hard drive is the life.
Yeah.
They drop that hard drive, they drop their laptop.
It's over.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, you still need to know the fundamentals of DJing because you might have to go pull your vinyls up and get some nickels and put up on the needles. So it's just so much in DJing that people don't take serious. They take advantage of it more than they take it serious.
Really?
Yeah.
So I mean, where do you in a genre accent, with your music, where do you side more of the old or more of the new?
That's a good question. I can play new, but prefer not to.
Okay.
But I rather do hip hop and R&B for the old 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
But if I have to do new, you're not gonna get a large set. You're
Right.
just get enough just to taste and tease you. But with this new music today, it's not the same.
It's not. No,
It's not
it's
the
not.
same.
So my question, and I know I asked Short Dog and I asked Jameer asked him the same thing. The question I ask: Do you have a set or do you freestyle?
I freestyle. I tried to set a setup before at a spinoff up in Winston, and I failed.
Really?
Yeah, because the set to veteran DJs, the set is cheating.
Right.
And I found myself as soon as I did three songs off the set, I
Right.
just went into digging in the crate.
Really?
I'm so used to digging in the crate because I place myself in the audience as a DJ.
Right.
What would I want to hear that DJ do?
Right.
More than DJs just play for themselves.
Right.
That's one thing I do not do. I play for the audience.
So how do you read the audience? Let's say you enter, you gotta. They say, "Hey, Mike, I need you to do something. Can you play for me?" And like, how do you read the audience in that?
Well, first, I won't take that request. If somebody asks me to play for them, I try to get to them because I don't say no. I just say, what is it that you want to hear? Because I might get down to it sooner or later. So
Right.
I don't flat out say no. But to read the audience when you first get there, wow, that's a good question. How do I read the audience? Just pay attention. You have to pay attention. You might see a bunch of aunties, grandma, uncles.
Oh, that's right.
White
Yeah.
shoes.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So you know
read
they
the
wanna
room
hear-
then,
Yeah,
I
they want to hear some
see.
Luther if you see the white tip shoes. So.
Yeah, you see something. I see you read the room. Oh
Yeah,
man, I
yeah.
mean, it's amazing to see how DJs transition. Through the years, and I think it's still going to be transitioning.
Absolutely.
Do you think that the Serato is going to be obsolete and something new is going to come after that, or you think it's going to be more added onto it?
It's going to be added on to Serato. Is literally making it easy to where DJs now just don't have to do anything but punch a button.
Right.
Because with sync and beat matching, and they got now where you got the curses and the sensors and all this and that build on your control. Jazzy Jeff even have a simple computer called it's an SB. It has a Jazzy Jeff scratch. So all you do is press the button, and it automatically syncs into, and it sounds like that person scratching.
Oh wow,
It's called a Jazzy Jeff scratch.
really?
So if this guy had a platform of a facial, and you think he's back there killing it,
Right.
he's just holding a button.
Really?
Yeah.
I never thought of that. So the guy's pretty much faking it.
Yeah. You're fine.
Ain't faking it.
Yep.
Wow.
So that's how simple it is.
I never thought that someone would do something like that, but
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of being fraudulent at the same time.
And speak of that, Cruz, with the DJ spinoff, that's the purpose why I'm doing this, because I want to see if these guys can really DJ.
Oh,
Guys and ladies, I should say. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the main purpose of the spinoff.
yeah,
Show us your skills.
yeah. I mean, I seen. I mean, and I love when you do the spinoff. Tell the people about the spinoff. Maybe they don't understand what the spinoff is, and maybe because of what you're doing, it's going to be an influx of those of wow, I got to really straighten my craft up.
Right. Okay. So the DJ spinoff, I started it, let's say, just giving a number, like 7 years ago in Gastonia. And Gastonia didn't pick up on it too well. Gastonia is a whole different breed of DJs. Not to throw shots of shade towards them, but they didn't pick up on it. So I had the opportunity to take it to Charlotte, and it took off okay. But DJs took it more as a challenge, and we're battling each other. And it's not that at all. So once I got to the bigger platform, the press box, I spoke to Vinny about what it is that I want to do, because my passion for DJing and teaching other DJs to get to the next level is incredible. I mean, I really want to see another DJ achieve, because I did it all. I've been around the world with this thing.
Right.
So the DJ spinoff consists of maybe 6 to 7 DJs, give them a 30-minute set to do what they want to do.
Right.
Only stipulation I ask is that the set is clean. And they see that as a challenge, because most DJs don't
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
they don't wanna
That's a
play.
whole different level now.
Right. So I'm making you pull your pants up and tighten your hat down a little bit by playing a clean set. And again, no stipulation. That part kind of bit me, because I had a lot of cookie cutters come
Right.
out and just want to play because of the platform, the press box,
Right.
the people. So I tighten it up a little bit by telling the DJs every time I go live, make sure you bring your A game.
Right.
Like you said earlier, make you step up a little bit.
Right.
And just be on point with it. Have a nice, clean set. And the biggest point to it that I don't think should have ever been a threat is the clean set, and you have a live audience out there now. Because when you're on this and you're streaming on TikTok and you have 2K and 3K people,
Yeah.
you can do anything you want to. You can mess up, you can hiccup, you can
Yeah.
dig in your nose,
Yeah.
you can do whatever. Now you got these real people out there, people start sweating. Even I get
Yeah.
nervous.
Right.
Even I get nervous to see people pulling their chairs and turn around to see what Mike Scott is getting ready to do.
Right.
So it happens, but the overall, the part that you get from out of the spinoff, and you feel like it's the achievement that
Right.
you receive from it. You know, like, "Phew, I did it. You know,
Yeah.
because people are not there to rank and grade you. They
Right.
just want you to do a nice, clean set.
Right.
So it's 5 to 6 DJs just rocking 30 minutes,
Nice.
doing their own thing.
Nice.
No genre of music.
Mm-hmm.
Jamal come in. Jamal's more of the pop style. I think he told you
Yeah.
EDM,
Yeah.
old school hip hop, to the new school music. We have it all, man. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I noticed that you know, a lot of the old school cats are going back into the crates, as they say, and going a lot of the boom bats.
Yes.
You know, because it kind of, well, to me, it kind of makes more sense.
It does.
You know,
It
compared to a lot of the like I spoke with this before about having a digital sound where it's not, it's just made up. You know, instead of the original boom baps, where you can actually put things together.
I'm gonna tell you why. With the original boom bap, the beats are so easy. As a DJ, you must learn how to count music. So with the original boom bap, it's usually 1, 2, 3, 4, and it starts over from the harmonizing to the acapellas to the words. Everything is on a string. With this new music, it moves so much.
Yeah.
It moves a lot. So that's why you see when a lot of DJ contests, they rather pull from the James Brown, KRS ones,
Right.
you know, the boom bap sound, because
Right.
the beat is really simple: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, all the
Right.
way to 16 count. So as a DJ, if you can't count, your mixing, your scratching, and everything is gonna sound
Right.
crazy.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's crazy. It's right. So the other thing was that I was kind of, I mean, I heard, I think it was one of the DJs. They said that the DJs, there aren't DJs in the club anymore like they used to be.
Right.
You know, and it kind of like that kind of like faded out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where are the DJs heading now that you know? I know you should have the spin-off, and it's to me it's more of like, man, I got to freshen up if I want to do this to show my skills. To, you know, where are these DJs heading towards? You know.
Cruz, I have no idea, man. I would think they would gravitate towards the spinoff more than they are, because it's for them,
Right.
you know. And streaming is now, it seemed like it's becoming less of. I'm sorry, not like when the COVID first came in.
Right.
Everybody was streaming. So now that we're out the house, the club DJs are just becoming more of a jukebox style DJs now.
Oh,
you know?
wow.
Unless you have a residential home where you can read the crowd and you can feel them and you building up that crowd.
Right.
So to get to that point, it's a blessing. But the club DJs, most clubs move through DJs so much that you're not going to have the same DJ probably
Really?
rock twice. Yeah.
I would think that they would have someone
You
consistent.
would think.
You know, like
yeah.
he's if I have like say for instance a baseball team,
Mm-hmm.
and you know my you know my clutch hitter,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep changing them around.
Absolutely.
You know, it's not gonna be a winning team.
Well, with these clubs and the world's moving so fast, it's about what DJ can play for the best night, what DJ they think can handle a slower, older crowd. So, again, being a residential DJ, like you spoke of, I think that DJ can either build it up to the point that him and the crowd would be on the same program.
Right.
But if you have a young DJ who coming behind a 45-year-old DJ, and he's sticking straight to Future and
Yeah.
Young Gotti and all this and that, you know, he might have a lot of people walking out the door. So it's a different world, Cruz.
It's a different breed, huh?
Totally different world. Yes,
So besides the spinoff, what else you got going on?
oh man, oh gosh, so much.
You know, because if someone wants to be able to like, man, I've been practicing, I've been doing my thing. I want to show the world what I can do. You know, share that.
Right now, my biggest thing is to come up with something like Backspin Scout with a DJ course downtown.
Okay.
You know, if I can find the right aid on bringing that to life, I think with the platform that I already set up with the DJ spin-off,
Right.
it'll be like clockwork. It'll
Right.
fall in. Other than that, man, I'm just streaming. I'm just trying to stay relevant in the DJ game, because the DJ game is so saturated with
Really?
DJs. So us veteran DJs, we really have to stay on our toes.
Oh wow.
You know? Yeah, because the equipment is growing, the DJs are coming out the woodworks. And just got to stay busy, Cruz.
Wow, I hear you, man. So, someone that wants to be a DJ, what would you inspire them? What would you say to them? You know,
Learn your equipment. Don't go out and just buy the biggest and the baddest thing because that's what's new. That's funky fresh. That's just the hottest. No,
right,
all of it basically do the same thing. Your ones and your twos and your crossfader.
right,
So don't get something that's considered a toy, but know your budget. You know, if you have to ask questions, don't be afraid to.
right.
Easiest thing I could say, and the biggest thing I must say, don't have an ego behind this.
Ah,
Yeah, because that can crush you. That
Right.
will really destroy you if you have an ego as a DJ.
wow.
But,
It's more be about being humble.
yeah, you have to.
Wow.
You should.
Yeah.
should
I mean,
say that.
yeah,
You don't have to,
altogether,
you should.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
But,
I mean,
So if somebody say, Mike Scott, teach me how to DJ, I want to be a DJ, I would tell them to go on YouTube right now and learn your equipment.
okay,
Learn your ones and ups and downs and what's turntable 1 to 2. If you're just strong with your right hand, strong with your left hand, whatever, learn the equipment, learn the piece of equipment
right.
because it do the same. They all do the same.
Oh, so all controls are all the same. Like,
They're not, but they do the same.
They do the same.
Serve the same purpose. You have a one in the up faders and your cross fader. That's your main. All this serve the same. It's your gains, your bass, your mids, your highs, whatever, and your wheels. These are the turntables back in the day. So
Yeah,
it's, you know what I
yeah.
mean? It's the same thing, Cruz. It's,
yeah, I do definitely see. I see some people bring out the big ones, some people have little ones.
Right.
You know, people are doing it on their phone now.
Yeah. The
You know,
iPad have the
Yeah,
thing now.
yeah,
So
it's crazy. You know,
me, I would never do it.
really.
I would never. If I can't put my hands on something,
Uh huh.
I'm dead water.
Really.
Yeah, and I just became so used to the facts of coming up being a turntable DJ. I really need something spinning. So these jogways feel really funny to me.
Really.
But if you can ride a bike, you know,
Yeah.
you'll never forget. You know,
Man, I listen, man. I'm looking at that thing, and it just looks too complicated for me.
it could be scary,
Yeah.
but it's the same thing, Cruz. It's the same thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, and then in that, I know we had a discussion earlier. You know, we had Offset, and it was a thing about in one of my my videos, we were talking about music, and the music that people are listening to versus the music that I guess we grew up on.
Right.
Let's say where it's very there's a lot of vulgarity, a lot of vulgar, a lot of things that are not relevant to what's going on now.
Right.
You know, and I know some DJs they'll go there and they'll pick a song and then you just be like, what in the world are they saying? You know,
Right.
You know, I mean, I think it was previous. I heard Sexy Red and I was like, I think within 30 seconds of the song, I had to turn it off.
Yeah, you got to.
You know, because
Yeah.
it's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's
It's
terrible.
horrible.
You know.
It's
So,
horrible.
what would you inspire to these DJs? You know, to stay away from stuff like that, or you know, in what direction should they go?
That's why I tell them to play clean sets. So it's all music. So if they're gonna play Sexy Red, just play a clean version. You know what I mean?
Is there a such thing as that?
It is. It's a lot of. I know it. You would think it's not. It is, but you have to edit yourself in your mind
Right.
because let's think of a certain situation. You're doing a wedding, best day ever, and the bride and the groom, she want to hear Sexy Red, but the groom is more hip hop KRS 101.
Yeah.
So now this DJ got to think, how am I going to do this? So to me, I said, dude, just play edited version. You can get away with it
Right.
because you got little kids, grandma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's you can do it, but it can be a train
Really.
crash as well.
It definitely could be.
Yeah,
It definitely
because
could be.
the words are so vulgar, like you spoke of. You know, so straightforward, man. I'm not gonna say I hate the music, man, but I just try not to listen to it.
I mean, because I'll listen to it, and you know, and I don't have a good hearing tone like you guys do. But you listen to it, you just listen like, wait a minute, all right, how are you gonna blend this in? How are you gonna mix this in?
Right.
When it's just all over the place.
It's a good question, man. He says you gotta just think. You have to be creative. The DJ have to really be creative. A lot of using sound effects to get out of that Sexy Red to the Big Daddy Kane. You might have to talk a lot. Some DJs are blessed to have all three skills. They're able to bring it in. They're able to talk on the microphone, and they're able to do the sounds at the same time.
Right.
To take you away from what he's doing. So
Right.
when Big Daddy Kane dropped, you're still on the one on the beat.
Oh,
and the
man.
crowd give you that. Oh,
Yeah.
So you eventually got to go back to Yo Gotti. So
Oh
you
my
know?
goodness gracious,
Gotta
man.
figure that out too. So
So where can people find you?
oh gosh, right here at the house. I don't go nowhere. Man. I don't go anywhere. Besides Fridays, I'm at the NC Tavern, which is down the road off of University City Boulevard. And Saturdays, I go down to Columbia, South Carolina to do the Legacy Caribbean Bar and Grill to do the spinoff.
The spinoff.
Other than that, you can catch me on TikTok, DJ Mike Scott 704. Catch me on Twitch, DJ Mike Scott 704, and my Facebook, which is DJ Mike Scott. So yeah, I might have said it wrong, but it was something.
So you're accessible. People can get to you.
Oh yeah. Just come by the house.
Yeah.
You can find me.
Come back to the house. But
I'm
yeah,
telling
man. I
you,
mean, I appreciate your time. For this. This is very special to me. It's been a long time coming. You know,
this is special, man.
But yeah, man. I mean, this is DJ Scott. You can find him where you need to find him at. You got all the social medias. Don't miss out.
Yep.
So I'm Crew 704, DJ Mike Scott. This is Vinyl and Vibes, and as always, peace.
Peace.